Alright, here are the scan codes for the Jurassic Chaos Theory Facts app, Play app update. So we're going to start off with the Therizinosaurus first. We're also going to check it out running amongst the cargo because they've updated the Subway Surfers ripoff, the Jurassic World version. And instead of turning into an Allosaurus, you now turn into the Therizinosaurus, which I think kind of makes sense, you know, with it slashing at the cargo. But at the same time, Therizinosaurus is not that fast. But then again, I don't think Allosaurus is smashing through that many cargo crates that fast either. I think we need to accept the fact it's just a game. And anyway, Therizinosaurus is really awesome. I don't personally have a hold of it, but Andy's Dinosaurs reviews does. And so do Keys to Ben. So I'm using some of their scan codes for the video. I also found some of my own Chaos Theory figures out in the wild, the little danger pack ones, so I'll use my own scan codes for that. Unfortunately, I didn't find the Dimetron though, so that won't be in this video. I don't know why, and no one really wants to collect the Dimetron because everyone got it from the Dominion Wave. Anyway, here's the Atrociraptor here as well, by the way. This was revealed for Beyond the Gates, but it's only just been added to the app now along with the Chaos Theory creatures. So I figured we'd start off with all the kind of canon species like Therizinosaurus, Atrociraptor, and then we'll move on to the other Chaos Theory species that are getting random toy releases that aren't in the shows, that aren't in the movies, you know, like Kryptops, Ceratosuchops, etc. But how far do you reckon I can get on my bike? As you can see on the right, they have updated it. There's a bunch of new dinosaurs. You could see the demon Carnotaurus. We'll actually show off that scan code next. There's Pyroraptor, Suchomimus. We'll show Suchomimus in the Subway Surfers ripoff a bit later on because it took me ages to find it, but I got to it. There's Ceratosuchops right there. That Velociraptor's old, but now we're turning into Therizinosaurus again, so that's cool. Anyway, here is the demon Carnotaurus scan code. So yes, people recently just got a hold of this, and I saw Andy did a video on it, so I took his scan code. Once again, quite a few of the scan codes are from him, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm most definitely looking forward to getting the Suchomimus figures, at least one of them. Yeah, I do believe we are going to share a scan code of a Suchomimus later, but that's the human pack one, and I'm not 100% sure if the code will work because obviously it's not in the app yet, and obviously you can't scan it just yet, but I'm not sure if it will work in the future when it does get added, is my point. But I do think the Gallimimus one should work, so I'll count those as a bonus 2 codes, but there is mainly just 8 codes you need to look out for in this video. So obviously we got the Therizinosaurus, the Atrociraptor, now the Carnotaurus, and then we also have the Ceratosuchops right here. So there is that. It's a pretty cool looking creature. If you compare it to Suchomimus, you can see the size difference. It's smaller, and they look like that would be an awesome pair together, you know, just a little smaller one hanging out with the big one like Big Edie and Lil Edie. It's pretty cool getting that comparison in. But yeah, at the end, what I'm going to do, because obviously as you can see you can bring them to life with AR, I'm going to do that with Suchomimus because you can actually do that with the locked species. You've been able to do it since like the Dominion era. I remember doing it with Quetzalcoatlus because that figure wasn't found for ages, or at least not for a while. At least not right at the start anyway, and I decided, you know, I'll check out AR, see if it works, and it did. So it showed me the Quetzalcoatlus, and you know, Suchomimus isn't released just yet, or maybe it is, someone's found. I doubt it. I feel like we would have seen photos if someone found it, but you can still put in AR and see its beautiful model. Really awesome stuff. Here's Kryptops right here. So this guy is pretty cool, and if you look carefully at the tail, a bit of it is cut off for not only the toy but also the model in the app. So I think that's really cool. You can see it wasn't a mistake. They did purposely do that. It was like battle damage. I wonder if it's got like lizard DNA in it or something, and you know, maybe it drops off its tail like lizards do when they're in the midst of prey, and then later on they grow it back. I think that would be pretty cool, like a little cool Easter egg of real life lizards. And then dinosaurs having that ability. Not all of them, but obviously like Kryptops, I could see it, you know, having that lizard DNA. It would only make sense. And I do think I wanted to say something, but I completely forgot. It was probably about like all the new stuff. Basically the main things I'm looking forward to is Suchomimus, one of them. I will if the Ben pack releases first, I'll get that one. The Leucistic Baryonyx, and probably if there's a Sammy pack, because I assume Brooklyn will come with the Eyeless Baryonyx. I assume Sammy might come with a Monolophosaurus. But here is Jakapil. This one's my own scan code. For some reason, the Lophostropheus had a Jakapil scan code. I did actually find 2 Jakapils out in the wild, but Lophostropheus, yeah, I took a photo of one and I scanned it in just now. You know, obviously I found it like a couple of weeks ago or something, and of course it's not the Lophostropheus code, but thankfully I do think Andy's Dinosaur Reviews or Keys to Ben's had it. It was one of them, so likely I just used that later on. But you can see I had both a Jakapil code ready and a Lophostropheus code ready, except instead of it being an actual Lophostropheus code, it was Jakapil. So I was like, no. Either way, I do have to go back to the shops to try and find a Dimetrodon scan code, because I don't think people are going out of their way to buy the repack Dominion Dimetrodon. And I think the same thing will have to happen with the Hararosaurus that's coming up in the Strike Attacks, because it's a complete repack. They're doing a lot of repacks, I have noticed, or at least more than normal, because if you look at it, you know, we got the Dimetrodon, got the Hararosaurus. Pyroraptor's a little different, but it's still on the same basis of the big one. They've just shrunk it down a bit, and it probably has similar properties to the extreme damage one from the Dominion Wave. There's Suchomimus right there on the right, by the way. So why are they doing this? I think it's pretty obvious. It's because of Rebirth. Now, Mattel on a panel a little while ago said if they're not given much notice and Rebirth was only announced at the start of this year, they're gonna have to speed things up. So that means we'll probably get more repacks, which will have been those ones. And yeah, hopefully that just means we get some pretty decent Rebirth toys. But I do know some of them are based off like concepts. I think there was a leaked Argentinosaurus or Titanosaur going around, and a Jurassic World Rebirth T-Rex. I think only a couple of those are out in the public. But here we do have the Dsungaripterus. That did work. You can see its volcano wings. It is pretty cool. And now on to our human pack scan codes. We have Geba's scan code on the bottom, and we have the Suchomimus one on the top. And as you can see, we have scanned the Suchomimus to life. I think it looks really cool. I do kind of want to pick it up. The problem is it's just not on the same scale as Majungasaurus, and I really want it to be so you can have the same fight. But the red spotted Suchomimus I do think is the same scale as Majungasaurus, so that's why I'm kind of wanting that one more at the moment. Either way, make sure to watch up here for more Jurassic World Chaos Theory videos, and I'll see you all later. Bye everyone.